and ruh belongs to that world. Whatever ruh can offer, that is in unseen, that cannot be visualized, that cannot be perceived, that cannot be easily conceived. Whatever ruh the king offers, he offers and promises the things which at present are in unseen. And whatever the opposition leader, the Nafs, offers, everything which he offers is readily available. So with these frequent meetings and sittings with the Nafs, the Prime Minister and Chief Advisor of the King is also detract. And the intellect is also deceived and falls a prey to Nafs. And intellect is also influenced by Nafs. When intellect, the Prime Minister, the head of the organizing departments, is captured by the Nafs, is influenced by the Nafs, is controlled by the Nafs, is detract from the right path and becomes a friend of Nafs and starts deceiving the ruh, the king, and becomes disloyal to the king. So since that day, all secret agencies and working and government departments which were working under the Prime Minister, they also get a message from Prime Minister to support the Nafs, not to support the ruh. Because now the chief advisor is with the opposition leader. So all departments which were working under him will also support him. So one by one are leaving the king, the ruh, and gradually one by one all are going towards the side of Nafs. And the ruh, the king, is becoming isolated in this whole country. It is becoming isolated. A rebellion has taken place. A revolt has taken place. The ruh has started crying and screaming. Has started crying and screaming. There is nobody to assist him. There is nobody to work with him. There's nobody to understand him. There's nobody to talk with him. There's nobody to work with him. The whole battlefield has gone to the opposition side. And since intellect is captured and influenced, so the center, capital seat, is also captured by the Nafs. Heart also becomes under influence of Nafs. When this whole incident takes place and the ruh feels itself isolated in this world, the ruh starts crying. Ruh starts crying. And this is the point where Maulana Rumi starts. Vishnu azne chuhi kayat mi kunad was judai ha shikayat mi kunad. We will come to this part. We will start it. What Maulana Room has said. His first verse is, listen to Ruh, why is she crying? Maulana Room has not explained the whole story. He has just started from here. Listen to Ruh, why the Ruh is crying. I wanted to give you the background to make you understand what is the language of Sufiya and Awliya. When the Ruh feels isolated in this world, she screams, she is screaming, she is crying. Now summarizing the whole thing. Now I am summarizing the whole story in a bit different way, but the same thing. I want to give you the summary. All these senses in our body, they are the workers of this government. All organs, the eyes are the workers. Ears are workers. Tongue is a worker. Hands are the workers. Belly, feet, sexual organs, all these organs of our body are the workers. And they have been entrusted with specific functions. They have been bestowed with specific functions. These are the functionaries of the government. Functionaries. But the functionaries and workers can't work on their own. There should be some guardian on them. There should be some guardian on them. So guardian over these workers are the senses. Senses, the hawas, are the guardians of the organs, which are known to be the workers and functionaries of this government. Then all these senses, they guide and they control the workers and functionaries, the organs. That's why whatever any sin takes place, it begins with the eyes, because eyes are the original workers. Or the ears. And they are controlled by the senses. And the one who directs the senses and controls them, that director or that controller, that is the conception which I told you. That is the conception. Conception itself is not able to differentiate between right and wrong. It again needs some guardian, some head to differentiate between right and wrong. And the director working in that conception is the thinking. That is the thinking which is fikr, which is sometimes fikr, which is sometimes a khayal, which is sometimes khatra, thinking, which becomes sometimes niyyah, which becomes sometimes irada, motive, then becomes intention. Step further. If it comes and goes, went on, keeps on coming and going, it remains khatra. This is a term of tasawwuf and suluk. Keeps on coming and going. And if it resides, does not come and go. That was the time when you are supposed to cleanse yourself, when you are supposed to get rid of that khatra, that danger. That was the time when you are supposed to control yourself, when you are supposed to discipline yourself, to protect